Thank you so much for stopping in. Today, I kind of wanted to talk to you a little bit about fibromyalgia, how I contracted it, how it affects me, and what role does it play in my life. So stay tuned and we'll just do a little bit of talking. So fibromyalgia, as you probably already know, because you went searching, looking to find out some information about it, fibromyalgia is basically widespread musculoskeletal pain. Just pain, pain, pain. I think of it a lot, how I try to compare it is kind of like if you rode a horse all day long, and the next day when you get it, and you're not used to it, next day when you get up, ooh, everything hurts, doesn't it? Well, that describes only a portion of fibromyalgia. There are so many other things that go along with it. IBS, memory fog, fatigue. The fatigue is, sometimes it can be hard to deal with. Anxiety, if you're constantly in pain 24 hours a day, after a while, it tends to wear on you. So not only anxiety, depression can come along with it too. It comes with headaches. Basically, what it is a central nervous system disorder that basically your nervous system is going crazy because it's sending signals to your brain for like pain receptors, but it's messed up the way that it's doing it. It's basically putting everything on high alert. So your body is like constantly in a fight or flight response, trying to deal with all of this pain and everything else that's going along with it. Generally, fibromyalgia is caused by some kind of a traumatic event in your life, such as if you were to get into a car wreck. Well, your central nervous system took a big jolt, and so you can develop fibromyalgia from things that are like traumatic. For me, it was my brain tumor. My brain tumor, once that was taken care of, the rest of my body reacted to it, and basically I subsequently developed fibromyalgia, and it's something that I live with every day, but I'm trying to find different ways to manage it. Personally, I cannot take the typical fibromyalgia drugs that are out there, such as Savella, Cymbalta, Lyrica, things like that, because my brain gets so affected by the side effects that really, it just, to me, I just deal with the pain. Really, the only thing I take for it is ibuprofen, 800 milligrams 3 times a day if needed, and then Flexeril for the times when it gets to be too much, where I just cannot handle it. I try not to take it unless I absolutely have to, but fibromyalgia is a funny thing. I mean, it's odd how like one day you'll be hurting really bad, the next day the hurt is not quite as bad, but you've got bathroom issues. It's like there's constantly something going on with it, with your body, that you have to deal with it. Unfortunately, there is not a cure for it. The only thing we can do is live with it. There's no definitive diagnosis, no test that they can do to say, yes, this is fibromyalgia. Not as of yet, but I believe that they are still researching that and working on that. Because fibromyalgia for a long time was thought of as, that's not a real thing. Well, they have come to find out, yes, it is. And it wreaks havoc in your life. I mean, just like any illness that somebody is diagnosed with. What I wanted to say is, with fibromyalgia, you kind of have to learn how to say no, okay? And that is super hard for me. I don't like it when somebody asks me to do something and I just can't do it. That's the whole reason why I had to file for disability after my brain tumor, because the fibromyalgia had set in and I couldn't do it. Not only was it the pain, but it was the fatigue, the anxiety, and everything all at once, you know. I mean, I try to handle it, but sometimes you just can't. So it was, it was a big step for me because, I had a wonderful career. I was an escrow officer. I had my client base. I was confident. I knew what I was doing. Loved my job, but, it is what it is. And it's hard to adjust to a new normal, but what's the alternative? I mean, you have to keep going. You have to keep fighting. It is a constant battle, but, there's a lot of times where I'll pray and I'll say, Lord, just get me through the next hour, and he does. You don't realize how strong you are until you absolutely have to be. When you have fibromyalgia, you have no choice but to be strong. But you also have to learn to say no, and you also have to learn to listen to your body, and it's okay for you to say no. People don't understand what somebody is going through, no matter what illness it is. You don't know unless you've been there, okay? So there's a lot of ignorance out there. And I don't say that in a negative tone. It's that they truly don't know. They don't understand. So it's one of those things where, if you decide to say no, if they don't understand, I'm sorry, but I just can't do it. And if anybody who is your true friend hears you say that, then they should know. And anybody else, sorry, you're not living in this. So what I wanted to put out there is, don't let it define you. Don't let it define who you are, okay? It's just a part of you that you have to learn how to handle it. But, it's not something you can't do, okay? I've been doing it for a while, and I'm going to continue doing it until the good Lord takes me. So you just have to learn what works for you as far as pain relief, as far as management, whatever works for you. Try different things. Turmeric is a wonderful natural inflammation reducer. Ginger is great for nausea. There are so many different things out there that you can do naturally also instead of chemically. So keep an eye on that. Superfood smoothies really are great for a little bit of a pick-me-up, and definitely getting your veggies in if you feel like you can't eat that day. A superfood smoothie will get you by, and it'll fortify you with everything that you need. So think about different alternatives. I mean, I myself, sometimes you wouldn't know to look at me, but I mean, sometimes I just don't want to eat. I just don't feel like it. But go in there and make you a smoothie, you're okay until you do feel like it. So like I said, there's just different ways to handle the fibromyalgia symptoms. As far as muscular, really nice stretching exercises will help to relieve that muscle pain. When your muscles are seizing up like this, find some way to massage them. Sit on a heating pad for pain, but an ice pack for inflammation. If you're in a really bad acute attack, alternating ice with heat will help you with trying to get some of that pain under control. So just research it. Of course, I'm here if you ever have any questions, or if I can help you in any way. I'm all about it. I'm also open to listening. If you have suggestions, I'd love to hear them too. I do hope that this helped a little bit. Know that you're not alone in your struggles, and it's going to be okay. Never, ever give up. That's not an option. You are fearfully made. You are put on this earth. You have a purpose. So keep that in mind, and that should hopefully give you a little bit of strength to be able to deal with the hand that was dealt to you. But thank God every day that you can move and you can talk and you can, thank God for the blessings. So take care. Thank you for joining me. Please remember to like, share, and subscribe. And of course, hit the notifications bell also. So take care, be blessed, and be sweet.